Nice. Hmm. Your voice is not coming through on the live stream. That's weird.
Yeah, I forgot to adjust the toggle, but apparently just to reiterate, I'm making Mo from Snoot Game as a plushie at some point this weekend.
Nice.
Yep, Mo from Snoot Game, little dinosaur filler, eyes open, staring you down. That's all you need. This is just like the top of the male self-fulfillment pyramid, you know? Little Italian fella to say you're doing a good job. That's what we all need.
Yep.
Hey, maybe I'll get Gator in here to say that to me. Didn't think about that one, did we?
Mm-hmm.
He watched the Moon Princess stream. He didn't tell me what he thought of it. Just that he asked for the thing, so he evidently watched it. Oh no. I hit me microphone. Uh, yeah, just a little bit of good weekend plans, and then, Sunday, of course, Garfield Effect. Uh, you know,
Oh boy.
injure my sanity.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Um, yeah,
Sarcasm.
apparently they do fucking numbers looking at my channel. Uh, like if I pull this up real quick on my other tab. If I pull up Garfield Effect here, um, yeah, it was doing alright, I guess. About 30 views. Nothing too fucking major. But, that's something.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a lot of clicks on other things because I'm just using the same image, of course. I don't have a bunch of stuff made for that. The reason I don't have Sibling Rivalries super cut down is because I don't have an image for that in mind. But yeah, let's just start reading, huh? Shall we? This is Picking Up the
Yes.
Shards as recommended to me by Bonfire Bones. Which, fun thing about that name is that bonfire is the shorthand for bonefire, a fire where you where you burn bones, and so it's just bonefire bones. Yeah, linguistics, am I right? Picking the shards. The first chapter is called Breaking Point. Ugh, it's useless to keep my eyes closed. The sun is too bright to ignore. My eyelids can't keep the light out of my eyes, but before opening them, I reach for neatly placed sunglasses. If there's anything I'm sure about at this point in my life, it's where I put them. Time to rise! Another day waking up on the couch. Just like the days I slept at the Paynes, except I'm paying rent. I'm on the couch again. Oh, right. I'm forbidden from the bed. As I regain my memories from this week, I allow my face to form a sour expression. We haven't talked since that vase broke 2 days ago. I guess I should really apologize, get her gifts like I usually do. Yeah. Funny this is a 1 or 2 time thing. Is this time really going to be any different? For the past years, I mean. She gets mad at me for not playing by her book. I get pushed away. I get lonely and sad. I apologize and beg. We make up. The cycle continues. I'm tired of this. Really tired. Am I not supposed to find comfort and happiness in my home from my girlfriend? My coworkers always talk about how they can't wait to get home and relax with their family, but it feels like I'm simply switching workplace. Where instead of a boss to please, Olivia is present. As for payment, it gets their attention. Well, sometimes it backfires, like 2 days ago. Man, I should have stopped speaking back then. She's busy and full of stress. I'm supposed to be her comforter, but instead of supporting her, I do the opposite. Then again, am I not allowed to be sad about how things are? I'm pretty sure this is a dysfunctional relationship I keep seeing on my SnoopTube drama channels. Was I gaslighting her? I don't really know what that means, but I keep hearing it on my relationship forums. Right, I should focus on my apology to Olivia. Maybe we can go on a date this weekend, unless you'd rather stay inside and paint like she does every weekend. I should get a new vase and some nice looking flowers. Maybe chocolates? Would she accept my apology? As she opens the doors, my muscle tenses up. I can't muster enough strength to look at the source of the sound, so I'm instead looking at the window instead. Should I say something? What do I say? Is she gonna ignore me again? Morning. She actually acknowledged my presence today, unlike yesterday. I turned towards her. Good morning, Olivia. She is beautiful as always, even when she just woke up. Time to patch things up. So, how are you? Fine. Listen. I need you to take me to his grave. Immediately skipped into the task road. I guess she just doesn't want to lose precious time. Why would talking to her boyfriend be a loss of time? Alright, I'll get ready. It's been a while since we last visited him. Do we want to wear something nicer, so? About that, I want to go alone. Can you just wait for me at the entrance? What? Why? I just want to. But I want to visit him as well. With you. I'm pretty sure you'd prefer us to visit him together. I smile. She looks irritated. Inko, no, I mean, I like to believe that he knew what we would end up together. Like you fucking know everything about him. My smile disappears. She looks pissed. I bet she's still rehearsing what I said 2 days ago in her mind. I should just shut up and do as she says until she calms down and forgets our fight. Alright. Now apologize and tell her that you will do as you please. It's easy. What's that supposed to mean? My own mouth betrays me. That wasn't what I wanted to say at all. I'm begging for trouble here. I can see her claws dig into the armrests. I don't want to repeat what happened 2 days ago. What would you know about Idekin? You were just another ungrateful student who failed to understand him. That's why I ended up in a shitty minimum wage office job. That's why you don't honor his lessons by pursuing photography and art. That's why we suffer, because you're just too dumb to understand him. What? I did all these things for us. For her. I am... Zip it. You can't fucking do anything that has any actual artistic value while claiming to know him. Who are you again? What? I wanted to continue pursuing photography, but she wanted to move out, and it was all for her. Now she's acting like I love my shitty office job. All for her. I can't believe my ears. I got this job to support her. I didn't pursue further education to be with her. To take care of the house and of everything. I sacrificed everything for her just so she could be happy. Just so she can achieve her dreams. Just so she doesn't have to sacrifice anything. No. No, no, no! I didn't do the things I did for us. I did them for her. I never thought about myself. I was happy as long as she was. And what is this what I get? My eyes open wide, my mouth hangs open. Shock, betrayal, and anger are all I feel in the moment. She notices and lets out a big sigh. Her brows relax. Even she realizes she's gotten too far. Look, Inko, it's just something you can't understand. Go fuck yourself, Olivia. What did I say? Never thought of saying that, but I feel so angry. I reach for my pocket and pull out my car keys and throw my car keys in her lap without thinking. She's completely aghast. Her eyes are wide and her mouth is open, like how it looked just a few seconds ago. I am hurt. It's only fair she feels like I do. Olivia Halford can drive herself to the graveyard. Atkin's magnum opus is capable of everything. Oh fuck, I just want the pain to go away. Since I can't do anything meaningful, I guess I'll just go out and stretch my legs. You know, walking? With legs? I've crossed every single red line there is now. I can see the words pierce her skin just by looking in her eyes. It doesn't feel good at all, but I can't stop talking. I'm just so angry. Years of this bullshit. I'm sick of it. I walk towards her. Maybe you should go back to the gala and stare at his works again, since only you can understand him. And while there, tell people how superior your art is, and how it's their fault they can understand their value or whatever. Eyes wide open. Fangs bared, claws extended to the fullest. Growling can be heard. She is shaken. Are those tears? Sorry for ruining your life, Miss Halford. I shouldn't have made any attempts to help you since you don't need it. Shock turns to anger. Fuck me for trying to be a friend. I'm trying to make you smile. You're right, I don't understand you. No snarky comebacks. I continue my barrage of words, and I've been keeping inside for the past 10 years. Ha! I guess Anakin was wrong after all. We're nothing alike. She tries to say something, but I shut her off. If I lose my momentum, I don't think I can ever start speaking my honest mind again. I shouldn't have tried to talk to you. I shouldn't have listened to Anakin. I should have made you go outside during Summer's Inn party. I shouldn't have forgiven you for what you did at the contest. I shouldn't have helped you and Mia blackmailed you. I shouldn't have gone to the formal with you. All these events years ago, yet at this moment, I can't think of the wrongdoings that happened recently. Do I really even mean the things that I said? I shouldn't have caught you when you fell down the stairs to the fountain. I shouldn't have helped you get there. I don't. And I definitely shouldn't have loved you. I shouldn't have been honest. I should have just hid my feelings. No, I didn't mean it, I swear. I can feel my eyes getting watery, looking at the ground. I ignored every warning and opened my arms to you, and this is what I get in return? Countless sacrifices just so I can see you smile once? You are right. I'm dumb, stupid idiot, and all those other insults you call me. I ruined my life so I could support you. I should have been in college taking pictures. I threw everything away so I could hear you say something positive about me. I don't mean it. I gave you everything, Olivia. Everything. My dreams, my life, my happiness. I have given all of them up for you. I don't know anymore. But I clearly don't matter to you. No matter what I will do, I never will matter. All that matters is your stupid obsession with whatever the fuck you call this. He was wrong about you too. You're nothing but a failure. Fuck you, Inko! Complete silence, the only heavy breathing. I blink so I can see. Am I outside? It's nighttime too. It's snowing. I feel a little cold. I look at her. She looks just like she did in our first semi-breakup. Betrayal, shock, anger, sadness, and pain. We are outside of the place where we had formal taking place, out in the cold, snowing. She looks beautiful in that dress. Even when making such an expression, I am in awe. I can't take my eyes off her. Even though I remember what I just said to her, even though her eyes are beaming with rage, I should just back off, but I don't. Just focus on her hands. Those claws are sure look painful, lethal even. My hands continue towards them. Try my best not to imagine her face during our small dance before the shit show went off. Trying not to look into her eyes that are now full of killing intent to not break the illusion. I dream of a dance. That is all. I try to remember the background melody. It's hard to play music inside your head while your ears are tearing from growl. But I'll make it work somehow. I have on the same smile I had at the time. She says something threatening with a very intimidating voice, but I can't make it out due to the dance music playing in my head. She's shaking. Completely forgetting the rally around me, I reach for the gloved hands of the green lady in the light dress in front of me. My left hand touches her right hand. Her head moves towards my hand in the exact second. Chomp. Pain. I return to my senses. Olivia's dress is gone and her hair is longer. Her snoot is large. We're in our house. It isn't so anymore. Wow, this actually hurts a lot. She got my arm good. I bet this is how a bear trap feels. I can even feel every individual tooth inside my skin. There's no movement after the initial bite. Strange. I'm pretty sure she completely tear it off, knowing how she eats whole leg of cows without removing the bones. She's not moving. It's as if I took a picture of the exact second she bit me. She makes no sound, only a weird expression I can barely see. Did I mention how much it hurts? But I just want to dance. Like that night, I still do. My right hand reaches for her left, and she keeps still like her entire body is frozen in time. I grab my hand and interlock our fingers. I'm trying my best not to whimper. It hurts so much. I start. I slowly start moving my right hand, trying to match the rhythm in my head. She does not fight back. Her hands move with mine. It's a slow sway from right to left, with no complex actions. I wish you could hear the music. I start humming, trying to match the music inside my head. However, my shaky breathing and poor attempts at hiding my vocal reactions to pain aren't helping much. She slowly opens her mouth, letting go of my arm. Her teeth slowly pull out of my skin as her jaw opens. I grip my teeth to endure the pain. She's still not moving. Is she even breathing? I can't tell so. As I look down at my left arm, I see blood. A lot of it. So many wound canals spilled everywhere. To the ground, to our clothes. Slowly grab the other hand with my wounded one, but I can't interlock our fingers. My fingers feel weak. I can only hold on to her hand. With no resistance from her, now both arms are swaying right to left as I try to imitate the music from that day. I am in so much pain, yet I'm smiling. I just want to dance, even if a little. Small dance continues for a while, after I feel my grip loosen. Slowly lower her head back to the armchair. She hasn't moved at all. Is she dead? No. She is breathing. She's probably just mad at me, though. I need to apologize before she snaps at me. Sorry, I just wanted to dance a little, like that night. No response. Not even a look. Is she mad? Oh crap, she's worrying about the amount of blood. So that's why she's silent. She wants me to clean it up. Crap, I'll get to clean it right away. Sorry. No response. She's definitely mad. As I turn around, I feel lightheaded. Must be work getting to me. I'll feel fine about a bit after resting. But now I gotta clean the mess I made. I quickly go to the bathroom, only see a trail of blood. Yep, I sure have done it this time. Whatever hopes I had to apologize to her for properly vanished. I am still bleeding. How am I supposed to clean when I keep making a mess? Better wait till all the blood dries up. I feel dizzy. I really need to sit down near the tub and use my right arm to lift my left arm inside. Easier to clean up after it stops. But it doesn't stop. My head's spinning. Yeah, blood is concerning. As the realization hits me, I try to get up and run to the hospital. Am I gonna die? I don't want to die. I need to get up and call an ambulance, but I can't. My vision's blurry, and my legs simply won't move the way I want them to. I feel too tired. Despite the panic I have to alert Olivia. She's gonna be mad. Imagine the trouble she has to go if I were to die here. What the fuck am I thinking? What? I'm dying? I'm thinking about how she'd be mad to see me bleeding out? Olivia. Why wasn't that a scream? Do I want to survive or not? Am I dying? I'm out of breath. I barely suck some air in, screaming for help, but I just can't. It's getting darker. I'm too young. There's too many things I want to do. I'm still not popular. I still haven't started taking pictures again. I haven't seen Olivia paint the fountain yet. I haven't proposed to her yet. We haven't moved up in life. Proposing to her. Yeah, I figured I'd take her to the same fountain for dramatic effect, but it's been like 3 years, so I was saving for a ring. It is natural, no? Would she even accept? I try to keep my eyes open, but I fail to do so. I don't feel my limbs anymore. What is she doing right now? I'm on death's door. Even my last moments, I'm focused on her. No slideshow of my life, though. Only that snowy, sweet, bittersweet day. I want to go back. I want to relive those moments again. It was going so smoothly until the formal. She loved me. I loved her. After that day and our rocky reconciliation, it's never been the same. Did she take me back out of pity after seeing how death row I was? This question popped up every time we fought, but I was grateful in the end. She still cared about me, enough to love me again. Yeah. For some reason I feel calm, despite my life slipping away. I do not feel my body anymore. Olivia. I hope she's alright with me leaving the world. Does she even love me anymore? Did she back then? Did she ever? I think she did. Maybe I'm wrong. What if she never did? What if it was due to her situation? We were each other's first kiss. She had no previous experience, which made her extremely nervous. She even nibbled my cheek during the absurd attempt at a kiss. It was so cute. Then again, she did say she waited a long time for this, which made me realize she had a crush on me way before I started liking her. All those cute, awkward moments and signs that I dismissed at the time. I should probably give this to the person who asked for it. Like how she'd blush when we got close, like how sometimes she'd look deep into my eyes, and like how I was considered as something she wanted to take along to in the event of leaving the school. How her tail wagged, her expressions changed when I was around. The drawing of me carrying her I accidentally saw. What if it wasn't an accident? What if it was all an act? Maybe she saw that she didn't have another choice. Her disability is one thing, her behavior is entirely something else. I did put up with it at the time. I've been put up with it for 3 years now. Maybe she saw that she could charm me, and how I was the only option. I mean, I did everything for her. I didn't get mad when she switched to my contest entry. I defended her on every occasion. I forgot my pain, and instead of focusing on being the moral support when our mentor passed away, I'm covering rent. I stopped pursuing photography. I haven't purchased a new phone or had my screen fixed. Any money I get, it goes for rent, food, gas, and sometimes art supplies. Could she find anyone else who's willing to make sacrifices this much for her? Especially with that attitude. And she gets to walk all over me, treat me like she was forced to be with me. Gus received much better treatment, probably because he understands her. Well, what choice does she have at this point? With that face, she's going to return to the Payne household? How could she even afford the materials she needs for a job and rent at the same time? It's like, just like how she's stuck with Dreamscape, except no Ida could chop the problem, me, with an axe. Pretty much her best bet. The cripple who constantly alienates herself from those who seek to help her, because apparently you can't have no other motive except for pity for her condition. Now they don't share the same household, even the Paynes distance themselves. No, it wasn't exactly like that. They continued their warm behavior as always, but she didn't want it, so I guess they just gave up. No, they didn't. They were still as kind and lovely to Olivia when we visited them. It was Olivia who stopped wanting to go. But she was changing, and she was becoming softer to talk to. She stopped confining herself to a room. Our relationship was genuiner. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm right about my suspicions. Then what about me? I'm forced to stay in this relation. I'm not forced to stay in this relationship, am I? She broke up with me so I wouldn't get any negative social points to mercilessly abandon a poor disabled girl. I could have left then and there and found another partner. A normal one, most likely, but one that treats me with respect. One that sees my sacrifice as an effort. But I ran back to her. I began to feel her affection again, but it was never the same. Sure, we still cuddled, held hands, and kissed, but it never felt like how it did before the formal. It was just different. Even when we got our place, our bed to share, when we decided to take the next step, it felt like it didn't feel bad, but I don't know. I don't understand anything anymore. Something was missing. She was briefly better. Our relationship was progressing, and we finally had our place. Everything was going to be alright. She was closer, finally, to her dreams than me. Months go by, things got worse. Her art remains unrecognized, her salary remains the same, and her anger continues to grow. Her bitterness is back. Her words already made it known, but it affected everything. Our intimate moments became about her instead of us. Is she feeling ugly or unloved? Kiss her, Inko. Is she feeling underappreciated or alone? Hug her, Inko. Is she pissed off at something or other than you or frustrated? Drop your pants, Inko. Do you feel lonely, worthless, and hated? Do you crave love and intimacy? You might also get some when she desires it. Stop being selfish, Inko. Are you not in the mood? You're the worst boyfriend on earth. Who does nothing to make the girlfriend happy? How can you wrestle tongues to keep a boner? Or how can you not wrestle tongues to keep a boner? She deserves everything, Inko. How dare you express yourself? You made her day worse because of your feelings, Inko. Maybe it's time to assume that she doesn't like me at all. She just feels lonely. She needs support, and I'm the only available option. Maybe Damien's right. He said the feelings we have for each other might be on the way of coping with Idikken's passing. Maybe I was a mere replacement for him, a supporting figure of sorts. Poor one at that. What about me? Whoa. I was sure of my feelings before that night. That's why I kept putting up with behavior all these years. I ignored hurtful acts, apologized when I was in the right, and with negative and doing the narrative despite it harmed me. Not just for her, but for others too. Like that time I was called to talk about me as a rampage. I just want to stay in good terms with everybody. I tried to convince her to go back and apologize, so I blurted out that it would make me look bad. Fuck you, Inko. Maybe I really am at fault, like always. Sorry, Olivia. When everyone else turned against her when she desperately sought support, I told her to suck it up and admit being wrong. Then again, what the fuck was she thinking? What kind of speech was that? So-called protege of Trinatican, who still hasn't finished her promised painting the fountain, by the way. I inspired her to make that speech. It was partly my fault, wasn't it? Get her to believe she completely understood Attica and how she was the ultimate successor and all that crap. But it wasn't just her. We both failed him. And he knows he's going to scold me soon. Am I not supposed to be completely dry now? I almost forgot I was dying. Maybe I am dead. I hear, taste, smell, see, and feel nothing. Where's the light? I see only darkness. Actually, I do see light. I managed to open my eyes, it seems. The usual shades are missing, so I get a nice flashbang. It takes a while to get used to the light and finally open my eyes to see things. Spend the next 15 seconds looking around. I can easily tell that I'm in a hospital room. And she is with me, staring at a wall, unresponsive. She wasn't with me last time when I was hospitalized due to food poisoning. Damien was with me, though. Who learned the news from her? She did message me she was happy to see me again as I regained my health. We didn't have a fight that week, even. My relationship with Damien was never affected by the breakup. It was just that due to her presence, I couldn't visit him. I didn't want to call him over either, just due to feeling the emptiness, the need for Olivia. After we started dating again, it felt like it was the middle of the first semester again. Olivia didn't return to completely shutting everybody out, but she did lose some of her will to talk. Better than losing all the progress we made, though. The attention she got for her performance at the formal certainly did not help. Yes, I am in fact goosing it up. I do all the funny voices, it's fine. Despite telling the others that we got together again, Olivia wasn't keen on showing our relationship as before. Damien straight up told me that she was worried because he rarely saw us kissing. Weirdo. Sure, sometimes we leaned on each other, squeezed each other's hands, called each other nice things, and hugged when the others were around, but that old beaming energy never returned. She would sneak up to my couch bed when I stayed over to cuddle, which usually ended up with her breaking off and returning to her room before morning. I'm sure she was remembered that night from time to time when school was finally over and moved out. Got better for a while. We shared more intimate moments. We were getting closer to each other, and I thought our issues were finally being fixed, but that was all we needed to space out from each other. I thought maybe she was just finally trusting me again. We were much more lovey-dovey. Maybe she was finally getting over what happened with her new work and home. But that did not last long. She wasn't moving as forward as quickly as she hoped, but she was going to get there. The fire in her eyes bravely made that statement. But every month that success went by, the fire became weaker, especially when people who wanted to help her due to her condition started showing up more frequently. She was losing her patience. She was getting frustrated. She was becoming hopeless. I wasn't doing so good either. I barely made money with my full-time job. I didn't want my family to bother with me anymore. Instead, paused my chase of dreams so I could get a job. I could take it. 9 to 5 office job until Olivia reached the correct audience who recognized her talent and not the wheelchair she sat on. And when that day came, I could finally pursue my passion for photography. But that day never came. Olivia slowly returned to her shell. Started pushing everyone away, including me. Reminds me of the first summer's in party, except it was me who was being avoided and there was no one to convince her that I deeply cared about her. This year I probably slept on the couch more than I slept in the bed I paid for. Because of the frequent fights, because I didn't understand her. Maybe calling them fights is a bit of an oversight. It was a bit of an overstatement since just Olivia venting on me and I managed to fuck things up. Which ends in me catching anger for not understanding her. Ooze. I would always run to her, apologize, and begging her to forgive me, but it would take a couple days before she would finally accept my apology. Most likely after another day of misery she wouldn't forget. Never even had a date in the past year, give or take. I don't remember, really. Safe to assume that's been more than a year. We did go outside together when it was me driving her to some place she needed to be when she had to buy her art supplies. But a proper romantic date? Nope. Even when she had days off, she wouldn't leave the house. She wasn't like this. She stopped coming to hang out with others too. Reunions, parties, and other gatherings, I went alone. People came over to check on her. She was dismissive and did the bare minimum. Guess what we did to our last anniversary? Nothing. I had some money saved for a nice trip, but she refused to go. No excuse except that she didn't want to. And then the money was used for groceries, gas, and paint. Not like we were gonna go anywhere. I closed my eyes and immediately I see her move. Don't know how many minutes passed. Guess it was staring unintentionally, however. I don't want to listen to her tell me about how I ruined her dress and forced her to take a day off. Wait, what day is today? I don't even remember. The movement stops, but I refuse to open my eyes. She was near me. I feel it. I can hear it breathing. Saurians low-key suck at hiding their vital signs. My thoughts shift to myself again. Now that I'm not focused on her. I never really finished thinking about myself, have I? Why am I still with her? I mean, she gains a lot from me, and what does she give in return? I've never viewed our relationship in this way, but now, after an absolute dumbass almost died, I finally have the balls to question a relationship properly. Suppose I left her now. I could apply for college like my parents told me, who insisted on it. I could find new friend groups. Do I even need to be on good terms with her to hang out with Damien and Liz at this point? She doesn't live with Damien, nor hangs out with him anymore. I could even get a new girlfriend, forget about Olivia. I mean, I am pretty exotic here, no? I'm an interesting person. I'm into photography and just watching video essays on random topics that you never cared about looking to count. Probably not. Okay, I admit, I'm a bit bland, like she says. I mean, everybody likes me. Because my friendly behavior and how I look out for people. How I save me from trouble. I have never talked to her after the school ended. Well, I rarely talked to her anyway. Only small talk when I encountered her alongside Ben. Didn't hear that much from Ben either. Occasional check-ins on each other, and that's it. Well, I guess I was just unlucky. My coworkers and boss are happy to have me. They tell me how dependable I am whenever I take over their work or do unpaid overtime. Yeah, I mean, I am still liked by Damien and Liz and the rest of the Paynes. Man, I really do need to appreciate the Paynes more. Anyways, I'd be fine without her, I think. Last time we broke up, I couldn't function like a proper person, so maybe I'm wrong. What about her, though? She could have finally. She would have to finally pay all the rent, like I do. Some months when she comes short. Maybe she could go back to the Paynes. Would they accept her? I'm just gonna drive her around, buy her stuff. Listen to her talk about how everyone is out to get her. God, listening to her about how she hates everyone and everything for 20 minutes is more tiresome than going through multiple art supply stores for hours just to get one specific brush. Maybe she could finally reconsider the disability label thing she hates so much. Why does she hate anyone? Why does she hate that anyway? What's wrong with the safety net? Because Idekin didn't have it that way, yeah? Because she wants to be normal, I guess. Sorry, Olivia, but Idekin was a teacher, a good one at that. Do you want to continue his legacy? Sure. First ask yourself, what exactly is his legacy? Definitely not those weirdly painted faces. His money didn't come from his weird art. His art is still in the museum with no buyers. And what's so wrong with receiving extra for lacking stuff that people take for granted? You're using a wheelchair, are you not? I don't understand her at all. I'll have taken whatever I could get simply for lacking something. If I was going to fight me in a cage, it would only be fair if I was given a brass knuckle. Okay, that's not enough. A firearm would make us equal. My teeth are not sharp, and I lack claws or a spiked tail. I don't understand her. Maybe that's the problem. She keeps telling me that I don't, but I don't even understand myself. Why am I still with her? Especially after all what happened. I did not forget the peer pressure we received. Well, mostly I received since she didn't care. I had to apologize to others for behavior, which only made her more angry when she found out. I think that's why I failed to become popular. Because I didn't want her gone from my life. I stood with her. I was also held accountable for her actions that night, but I didn't want to become an outcast, so I tried to clean after her. Became the topic of gossip again. In the end, I became an outcast, just like Olivia. And why do I stay with her? Damn, shit's tough. I'm going to try something and see if it does it. Ha ha ha, it's time for goose images. Come on in and talk about your shit. How are we doing? Do you enjoy my little slightly more raspy Midwest accent? A little quieter, less fucking forceful with how I talk.
Yeah, that's about what I imagine out of Inko.
Yeah,
He's got that slight draw, but it's not as pronounced as Anon's.
very nice. Just quiet it down instead of going there full fucking yeehaw, my lad. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
And, you know, fucking. Let me grab a sip of my whiskey. Ha ha ha. Jonathan, you are fucking my daughter. Alright, alright. Well, what's our fucking topic for today?
Hmm. What sort of goose is for today?
Broken wings goose. It's so weird drawing on a separate surface than you're looking at.
Hmm. That is funky.
Why is right click on the fucking tip of the pen?
Ugh.
Let's see here. Listen, he got a little bit of bite, you know, around here. And then we need just a fucking superior arrow chad goose.
Need this.
What do we need? Hold on.
in VC chat.
I can't draw that well. Alright, I guess just this one time I can draw that well.
I love how Illusion has yoinked most of my gifts by this point.
Still learning how to use this thing, so yeah, it's not learning curve. Just a little bit of learning curve. This goose is fucking with the microwave.
Microwave gaming.
There, we have him fucking with the microwave.
Boy, you dog-ass motherfucker. Get your ass to the test chamber.
Or I will
And stop
shove the
fucking with
sample
the
up your
microwave!
ass and stop fucking with the microwave. No, he is with the science team.
No, I'm with the science team.
Yay! Alright, now time to draw a little fucking Gordon Freeman here. Hey, I'm fucking trying to fucking draw a goddamn thing. I do not need fucking right click, man. Right click is unnecessary for anything I'm doing on this pad. Man, it's fucking difficult to draw people with geese heads. Trying to draw Half-Life characters with geese, you know? Yeah, while I'm at it, why don't I just draw a fucking little head crab? Where's my fucking cursor? There it is. So the first thing that you do when you draw this is you actually have it. Why are you not registering? I have my fucking pen down until like a few seconds after. You do not need to do this. I think it's probably just Crit doing his thing. Ah, gay. I wonder if I can just change it to not do that. There, a little head crab creature.
Grib.
Oh no! Cringy!
Oh no! Ring!
Oh no, Kring. Like a cruel angel falling from the stars above. Ah oui, my gay oui. Yeah, that's right. I watched Evangelion. What of it?
Nice. Senji, crank that soldier boy.
Shinji, if you do not crank that soldier boy, Ray will have to do it. Alright, are we ready?
Yes.
Reading time, motherfucker. Oh, I opened my eyes. Silver on yellow. How long was she staring at my face? Did her sixth sense go off? Her expression is fearful, concerned, anxious? Definitely remorseful. The same eyes I found her with on the bridge after I found out about her hijacking my entry. Same eyes when I caught her falling down the stairs to the fountain. Uncertain of what the future holds. Scared of that it will get worse, forget of the past, yet unable to change anything. Has it been years already? Why do I feel like it was just yesterday? Man, I want to go back and relive those moments again. God damn it. I can't do anything. Undo what exactly? What were my mistakes? If I had a clue, then I wouldn't have done them. It was the first time I got deeply involved with people. I remember being called into a friend's house before I met Damien, and past relationships were never like this. And things I shared with Olivia, I had absolutely no idea of what was happening. I just rolled with it. Followed any and all advice I could get. If she was the only one, if she was still alive, if only he agreed to, if only he was still alive, if only he agreed to take the damn treatment. Wish I listened to him more. Wish I asked him how I could fix this. If I returned to the past, what would that fix? To do this. Does that question really need an answer? So I can go back to the past and fix everything. Even if I changed parts my senior year, would I have ended up being better? Maybe I'd fuck it up. Definitely could have gone worse. I don't even want to think about it. Yeah. I have no idea how much time passed since we first started talking to each other. But her expression did change over time. Now she looks hollow. She definitely starts moving. I could see her take a large breath followed by a sigh, one that felt different than the rest. She's gonna say something. Maybe how I wasted her precious time. Nah, she looks different. I sense no anger, no resentment, no hatred, only regret, sorrow, and fear. This isn't working out, Inko. What wasn't working out? I'm not very much different than the first time we met. No, I'm worse. At least I only harmed myself. Even Damien gave up. You deserve so much better. I deserve better. I had the time to think about everything you said. The years we spent together, myself and you, us. Well, now I can get her out of the relationship without looking like an asshole. She's only leaving. She is the one leaving, it seems. I just couldn't forget the night. I thought I finally had another person I could trust. Then that night happened, and yet I wanted you back in my life. Just remembering all those moments we shared. The times you helped me out. All the times I felt butterflies in my stomach. All the times I felt loved. Like a normal person. Like I could do anything. As long as I had you with me. There was a pause. I remembered all the moments we had during the first 6 months. I thought she was reminiscing them again right now. She was on the verge of crying. And now that I almost killed a person who cared about me most, I can finally see what I was doing all this time. You're scaring me, Olivia. You're scaring me, Olivia. I was doing the Ben voice by accident, sorry. I want to say something. I might get her a little more angry somehow. I don't want to hear this. She should just call me mean nicknames and return to her room. I failed Anakin. What? No. You just had a bad day. Most importantly, isn't this what I wanted? Why am I feeling sad? I failed you. Am I more important than Anakin for her now? I feel I'm supposed to feel good, but no. Why do I feel like shit? You've made mistakes, but so did I. You forgive me, but I didn't do the same for you. You managed to trust me again, but I was stuck. I treated you like shit. Treated everyone around like shit, even though I loved them. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a little snack. Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We cannot continue this. I cannot continue to hurt you. It took you almost time for me to realize how I should have been treating you. We should separate. I closed my eyes. I wanted to close my ears too, but my hands were unresponsive. Well, all I'm able to do is cry now. Why am I crying? This is what I wanted, no? I lose nothing and she loses everything? I lose nothing. Am I gonna return how I was when she left me? I don't want to be alone. I don't want to continue hurting either. I don't really know what I want. Maybe this is some sort of manipulation tactic. A guilt trip attempt. Still, I don't know if she truly loves me or not. I believe she does, but what if it's just wishful thinking? Open my eyes again, and we'll see it through her mask. She's shaking and crying. I see Olivia from years ago, and I just can't. I know it's genuine. This is no trick. This looks like hers is the worst I've seen. This look on hers is the worst I've seen. Like how she looked at me the day after our breakup. How am I so sure? I can't have the character development in a single day, yeah? It's just gut feeling. What? Remember the first official photography work I had? Anakin brought me and Ben to a wedding. Even if we never met and this is just a happenstance meeting, I'd see her over there and I'd just know. I'd love her. I know what it is. You know what it is. I get it. I did it before. But now I get it again. I know the answer now. Why I didn't want to leave her. I loved her. That's the answer. I was just with her despite all problems because I loved her. I didn't want to give up on her. Yet I said those hurtful things. Oh wait, hold on. I loved her, that's the answer. In spite of our problems, because I loved her, I didn't want to give up on her. I should stop making excuses and refuse something in front of me. I love Olivia, that's why I'm with her. Right here, right now. Yet, I said all those hurtful things. We have simply been crying and staring at each other. She's expecting an answer, even though she don't ask any questions. What should I say? What do I do? The default action? Apologize and beg? Explain how it's actually my fault? Tell her how I can't hate her? I've been doing that for a long time. It clearly does not work. But maybe this time will be different. Maybe, maybe not. But I know that I don't want to return to what we were having days ago. I want her to understand how awful things were for me, and how much her words hurt, and how the pain I felt from her bite is nothing compared to what I felt from my heart. I can understand her. I need to understand her. Before deciding anything, I will not make the same mistakes. Calm down, take a deep breath. Alright. Olivia nods. Her shaking finally stops. She tries to smile, but even fails to do so. Sometimes you need to, I don't know, leave things be, I guess. Forcing only makes it worse. This is for the best, right? Right? What's she gonna do now? How's she gonna survive? Her art doesn't sell well. With her wage, how's she gonna afford the rent as well as art supplies? Well, she'll probably just find a cheap place to stay. Will most likely accept the pity points too, unless she's stuck on that thing. It will be a luxury, but it is a luxury we can barely afford right now. There's no point in thinking like this. She makes her own decisions and suffers the consequences exactly like she wants, just like a normal person. No pity points, not this time. I will, maybe go to college finally. 21. Life isn't over yet. Maybe we'll stay friends. Maybe we'll rekindle our relationship even. I don't know. I know I want her in my life, but my life continues like this. But if my life continues like this, how many bites can I survive? Just one thing. Why did I say that? She stops. When did she start leaving the room? I almost missed her. I never planned to stop her. I don't want to let her go. No, not before I understand her. I want to understand her actions. I want to understand why we were like this. I want to understand where things went wrong, where I did wrong. I think you owe me a date. I waited years, you know. Well, I tried at least. Inko, I don't think. She stops. She's considering it. Please say yes. Fine. She looks down, smiling. One last date for the sake of old times. And also because you almost killed me. I laugh. She confused at first, but joins my laughter. She's so cute when she laughs. So I'm alright? You will be, Mr. Nito. Think of it as donating multiple bags of blood instead of one. Nothing critical or permanent. You will feel dizzy for a couple of days, though. You're lucky the mist did a pretty good job at applying the makeshift tourniquet. Things definitely could have been worse. Especially if it arrived here a bit later than you did. The wounds are pretty deep, though we managed to stop the bleeding completely and stitch them up nicely. You were knocked out, but your body slurped up a good amount of human blood. Good thing we had some ready to go. A male oviraptor, possibly in his 30s, in the room with me. He rocks the white medical coat, or whatever they call it. I see. Thank you, doctor. Now, the miss was in quite a shock to answer when you two arrived at the hospital, so now I need to ask this now. Besides, I need your answer as per the procedure. She said what happened, but not why. Why did the miss bite you, Mr. Nito? My answer? The procedure? So she told them that she bit me. Hiding it probably would obviously made things worse for an emergency like that. Not like it's anything, looks like anything else. You look at my arm, you know I was bitten badly. And he specifically wants my answer because she might be lying. He's indirectly asking if this is a case of domestic abuse or not, to put it simply. So that's why she was told to leave the room when the doctor came. Well, what do I say? Truth? I let her fail? I let her fall right here? If I said that we had a fight and she got physical, they're going to hold her off until the police get involved. Then we'll have our last date. But what if she hurts me again? What if I need to let her fail? What if she needs to learn more from her mistakes? I have no grand plan. I'll just see how things turn out. No rush. Besides, saving her from potential prison time does not mean I've forgiven her actions. I just want some time to think about everything, and I want her to be there when I reach the conclusion. Can you call my girlfriend here again? Mr. Nito, in such cases like this, we follow procedure to ensure that we don't see our patients in worse condition once they come back. I assure you, I just want her to hear it. I will tell you the truth. I need Olivia to be in here so I can make sure that she does not say anything that contradicts me. Mr. Nito, that is against the pro. If I feel like she is threatening me, I will tell you. I insist. You watch her too. If you get suspicious, you can intervene. Come on. Very well, Mr. Nito, but I will intervene if I doubt you are telling the truth. My job is on the line here. Yes. As she walks towards the door, I start to think about what to tell him. Maybe say it was just an accident, but I need to be believable, or she gets suspicious. Miss Helford, can you come in? What to say? I hear Olivia's chair move. What about? This will be awkward as hell. So I finally prepare my response. Olivia and the doctor seem to enter the room. So, Mr. Nito, why did Miss Halford bite you? I turn to Olivia to see that she's looking at the ground with a clear regret in her face. Don't make it obvious, girl. Now is not the time. Doctors watch us both, like he's a detective or something. Olivia, I am gonna tell him the truth. I will not hide it. Not with how serious things got. Olivia simply nods and raises without raising her head. Of course, I don't want anything else, Enko. I like odds with the doctor and start speaking. It's a fetish thing. Olivia instantly raises her head to look at me, but I don't break eye contact with the doctor. What? I get sexual pleasure out of pain, doctor. It was my idea. Told her I could take it. Turns out I couldn't. Won't do it again. He does not respond, instead chooses to continue staring at me. Timed up my game. I'm a real freak. We tried a lot of nasty things like this, but this time I wanted to feel more. Learn my lesson, Doc. It was my fault, and I don't want to visit the hospital for my perverted behavior again. He is flabbergasted. Yeah, I finally get to use the word. You hit your toe on the corner of the wall, you wince in pain. But when I do that, I start stroking my shit. Enough details, Mr. Nito, I understand! He says as he breaks eye contact with me to look around. I can see disgust on his face. Alright, I'm gonna just note it down as estrus-related injuries. It would look normal that way, rather than whatever the fuck you were talking about. We have our fair share of such injuries inflicted for weird reasons. Usually the patients try and hide it, though. I finally look at Olivia and wink. She's not responding, simply continues to stare at me with a questioning look. I need you to play along now. I look at the doctor again. Looks like he believes what I said. Anyways, Mr. Nito, we can get you out of here tomorrow, unless you show additional symptoms. Alright, thank you, doctor. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha.
That's my moment. That's my fucking like that. I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I was like, holy shit. Oh no, I'm just a
take a
kinky
cold
little
shower after this. Holy fuck.
Like, this man has Inkling. That means, okay, now I got my interest for real.
Freakyville.
Damn, bonfire.
Oh,
You
oh,
ate
he
some
threw him.
shit.
Fuck, O's. He literally took a playbook from. He literally ripped a page out the Wonko playbook and just threw himself under the bus.
Will you still take this?
Oh
It's
my god!
listen when it comes up, clip it, and then just send him the audio file.
Yo, that's my boy!
Or I could just, while making a supercut, grab the fucking slices and just put it all together into one continuous thing.
Oh my god, dog! Oh my god, dog!
I'm currently bleeding.
Okay, I gotta stream this real quick.
What do you gotta stream?
What am I looking at?
I should probably. This is gonna make it harder for me to
Drake
do that.
What am I
dimension.
looking at?
Hold
You
on.
are in the Drake dimension.
Oh, I'm not playing Attack on Titan. I don't know what this is.
You are in the Drake dimension.
Yeah, someone hacked the camera. I can't see shit. I can't see anything, dog.
The Drake dimension.
Who hacks a Roblox game, dog? Like, what? Why are you hacking a game made for? Why are you hacking a game made for kids, dog? I don't get it.
Okay, bro.
Alright, sorry for the interruption. Back to it. Alright, thank you, Doctor. He nods and leaves the room. Now it's only me and her. Naturally, our gazes meet when we're sure that he's truly gone. Why did you lie? Because I want to figure things out. It's because you pity me? Usually, when the topic is pity, she dons a ferocious look, mixed with disgust and hatred. But now I see a devastated Olivia. Do I pity her? Her medical condition? Her life story? No. I haven't forgiven you, Olivia. I just do not want you to go to jail over this. I deserve it. I've done something unacceptable. They'll probably give me a lighter sentence for my wheelchair. Olivia, enough of your wheelchair. We will come to our own conclusion, alright? As I said, I'm not letting you slip away. I still have not forgiven you for the things you did these past years. Silence. Olivia looks down and closes her eyes. If this is what you want. Yeah, don't think you can run away from your promise. You still owe me a date. Olivia, surprised and reminded of our last date. I can see a tiny smile show on her face. Very well then. Alright, things are calm now. One more time, one more once, synchro. Jesus Christ. I did 2 chapters. I could theoretically just call it, but I don't know that the people at home would be happy at that when you're reading for such a short amount. But 2 chapters is respectable with no yammer. If Humo did it this way, you know, this is the amount of reading that you get from each of his streams.
I'll say this. This actually piqued my interest. I may actually just solely read it on my own. And
Uh,
I guess you doesn't ain't gonna stop me.
oh, yeah, now on the perfect time, I need to go to the store. I'll be back in an hour.